Thanks for that, Leslie. The opening for police chief came when former chief Rick Smith announced his retirement in November of last year. He officially left the job in April. Then the candidates for the job were announced just last Monday. On Saturday, the public got their first and only chance to meet and ask the candidates questions. The department has come under scrutiny in recent years. Criticism for handling of protests, officer-involved shootings, funding battles, and allegations of misconduct all put the department in the spotlight. The Kansas City Board of Police Commissioners maintains it was always the plan for Chief Smith to retire when he did. Right now, interim chief Joseph Mabin is leading the police department. And now Mabin has come under scrutiny by a self-described whistleblower.
That's right. So Ryan McCarty is a former attorney for the police department's general counsel. He actually wrote a letter saying KCPD is a, quote, den of clowns and thieves.
KSHB 41 News reporter Abby Dodge working to get answers from the people at the center of the allegations.
During today's meeting, the Board of Police Commissioners didn't directly address the allegations against interim chief Mabin and KCPD's general counsel Holly Dodge. We went to the meeting to see if the people involved believe there is any truth to these allegations of ignorance and unethical actions.
The only comments about the ongoing allegations came from a brief reference during public comment, and the mayor's provided time at the end of the meeting.
There'll certainly be things that are evaluated by this board, and I imagine this department, that will relate to an investigation, much of which perhaps not public.
Over the weekend, former KCPD lawyer Ryan McCarty released a long letter stating the shortcomings of top officials, saying the interim chief was inexperienced and general counsel didn't understand the law. As general counsel Holly Dodge packed up her belongings, she had nothing to say during a slew of questions from reporters. Interim chief Joseph Mabin also saying very little.
We're in the closed session right now.
I understand. I'm walking with you. Can you tell us if you believe there are any merit to these allegations?
Do you want to say anything about the allegations?
Mr. McCarty was employed with us for 6 months. He's no longer employed with the police department.
Why?
Can you tell us why he was fired?
McCarty claims board members knew of allegations.
As a member of the board, were you aware of any allegations before the letter was released this past week?
No, ma'am, I was not. No.
After a closed session, Lucas confirmed the Board of Police Commissioners is investigating the allegations.
We are following standard practice in terms of making sure you do a full, thorough investigation, and that is the sort of thing that we will do. We'll get answers back, and then hopefully we can report to the public that nothing is awry. That is my plan and hope.
The Jackson County Prosecutor's Office has been in contact with McCarty. They plan to speak with him about the allegations he brought up sometime this week. In Kansas City, Abby Dodge, KSHB 41 News.